Hello and welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. It's the 9th day of December. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. Every year from November 25 to December 10, the world observes the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. It's a global action to raise awareness and end violence against women and girls. On this, the 15th day of the observance, here's what Gender Minister Olivia Grange has to say.
Violence against women is despicable. It's degrading, and it can happen to any one of us. But it doesn't have to be this way. No woman should have to stay in an abusive situation. We now have shelters, we now have hotlines, we now have domestic violence intervention centers at police stations island-wide. In short, we put in mechanisms to protect women, punish abusers, and end the violence. We can end the violence, but it requires all of us to end the violence. That is why I'm pleased to endorse this advocacy of the British High Commission during these 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. We cannot turn a blind eye to violence against women. Speak up. Take action. There is help.
We have lots in store for you today, so please stay with us. We'll be right back after the news and this important message.
Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, December 9, 2025. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, is urging business operators and individuals to apply the necessary safety measures as we enter the Christmas season. Head of the Constabulary Communication Network, Senior Superintendent Delia Garrick, recommends the use of security systems.
This may be cameras, it may be alarm system, it may be even looking at your current situation setup and to get some additional security persons. It is also necessary at this time for you to engage your employees, to remind them of best practices, have them too be alert, be vigilant to protect themselves, your business, and customers.
Senior Superintendent Garrick is also urging persons in residential areas to ensure security cameras are working, overgrown shrubs are cut, and to look out for your neighbors. If traveling for the holiday, it is recommended that you tell a trusted neighbor and never share travel plans on social media.
That is like giving an invitation to criminals or people with bad intent to know where to pick. It's also a period where we know a lot of packages and barrels and other large containers are coming in with personal items or items for distribution. We encourage you, before you dispose of these packages, to remove the label, remove anything that contains your identity information.
Senior Superintendent Garrick was speaking at a JS think tank on Monday. The company's Office of Jamaica COJ is introducing fee reductions and waivers to assist small businesses in the 7 parishes most affected by Hurricane Melissa. One of the major relief measures is the extension of the late fee waiver, giving businesses additional time to regularize their filings. Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Aubin Hill, made the announcement in the Upper House on Friday.
First, an extension of the current late fee waiver for entities in these parishes running from October 27, 2025 to October 31, 2026. The next step is to implement the waiver for all affected accounts and update the system to reflect the new timeline. That's a major issue with businesses, and I'm very happy that this is being implemented. A 50% reduction in incorporation fees for charitable purposes related, in other words, for charities that need to be established as they get donations from overseas.
The company's office is also proposing reduced fees for essential business documents.
A reduction in certified copy fees for the 7 affected parishes from December 1, 2025 to October 31, 2026, pending confirmation of approval and subsequent updates of the fee schedule. The company's office recommends reduced fees for letters of good standing. Every business needs one of those. It can be a pain, especially now when they have lost their papers and so on, and status letters across the 7 affected parishes during the period, again, December 1, 2025 to March 31, 2026. As with the others, the next step is to confirm approval and update the fee schedule.
To improve access and speed up service delivery during the recovery period, the COJ will also deploy mobile teams across affected communities. The National Irrigation Commission, NIC, is reporting an 85% restoration of pumping stations to the electricity grid and water services across its network. Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining Floyd Green says the agency's response has improved significantly since Hurricane Beryl.
We have done much better than Hurricane Beryl. And I think that is something that we should celebrate. Power has now been returned to 85% of our water production pumping stations, 37 out of 44. For 4 stations, including in St. Elizabeth and 1 in Trelawney, we have deployed diesel generators so that those stations can operate. It was one of the things we saw in Beryl. It took us a long time to get the hardest hit areas back up and running. Already, we've used 4 generators, and in some of those areas, the NIC is pumping as we speak.
According to Minister Green, 20% of canal cleaning has been completed as part of ongoing recovery efforts, and 98% of NIC customers now have water service restored.
The NIC is also operating 12 water filling stations, and one of the things that we have been doing is to provide social water in some of the hardest hit areas. 2.3 million gallons of free water has been provided, supported 1,836 persons across 45 communities in Trelawney, Hanover, and St. Elizabeth.
Minister Green was speaking at last week's post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House. Meanwhile, the National Water Commission (NWC) removed illegal connections to its network in the Dove House area of Manchester on Friday. The operation was conducted after paying customers complained of having no water, even though supply to the community was restored. Revenue Recovery Manager Raymond Nesbeth says investigations have found instances of foaming material that expands in the pipe was used. This causes restriction to the intended source while allowing the illegal connector to receive water. Mr. Nesbeth asserts that the NWC is doing all it can to ensure that legitimate customers are not affected during these operations.
We know where all of our customers are located on the network. So before we do any operation like these, away from using the app, we also do a physical inspection of our network to make sure that wherever we are executing disconnections, or if we are inserting valves to do regulation, then customers are not negatively affected by the operation, and we target those who we intend to target.
After serving almost 2,000 patients in Montego Bay, the People's Republic of China's advanced Navy hospital ship, the Silk Road Ark, has docked at the Port Royal Cruise Pier. It will serve patients from the corporate area and surrounding communities over the next 3 days. A high-level delegation welcomed the ship on Monday, led by the Ministers of Health and Foreign Affairs. Today, the medical team aboard the Silk Road Ark has treated 1,970 patients and completed 277 surgeries.
The priorities are determined based on the short-term nature of the visit. So it's more day surgeries. They have beds, so if someone has a night over or 2, then that's fine too. But it's the cataract, the hernias, those kinds of elective surgeries, which are not life-threatening emergencies to be dealt with immediately. We're dealing with that in our system, but surgeries nevertheless that are required to do for individuals.
Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith describes the visit as a symbol of strong and ongoing cooperation between Jamaica and China.
We have a strong friendship and cooperation with the People's Republic of China, and health is one of the areas in which we have cooperated. In fact, during COVID, the People's Republic of China not only provided mobile ambulances, mobile vaccination units, as well as vaccines, PPE, and other support, but the health cooperation is visible in the Children's Western Hospital, which is now under construction, as well as this support and renovation installation of the Cornwall Regional Hospital.
The next stop for the Silk Road Arc is Falmouth Trelawney, where it will continue offering medical services until December 16. And finally, residents of Deeside and Wakefield in Trelawney were treated to free patient care on Saturday, courtesy of the outreach Serve It Forward.
The first pillar of our project is medical care and support. So we do home visits, and we set up centers like these where we treat individuals. Individuals come, they have a prescription that need to be filled, we fill those prescriptions. If there are things that they need to see the doctor about in the form of consultation, we get that done as well. One other thing that we try to do is to keep a very robust record of all the residents and all the patients that we see. We keep our physical and digital records. The patients have our contact information. If there's any follow-up that they need, they can reach out to our doctors.
The group also donated a generator to the Hastings Primary and Infant School, as well as 50 bags of cement to aid in their recovery process after the hurricane.
We would have lost Block B of our school, which houses 3 classrooms and the guidance counselors' quarters. We would have also lost roofing at the school. We would have lost the perimeter fencing. Children have been displaced. We are trying right now. We have grades 4, 5, and 6 out. We are hoping that by January, all students can be out for school, but we cannot do it without donor support.
And that's it for JS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.
Have you seen any of these signs and are ready to buy land or property? Want to know who is the legal owner? Purchase a copy of the title using eLand Jamaica. With eLand Jamaica, you can do a title search and verify the owner of the property, ensuring they have the legal right to sell it. For more information, contact the National Land Agency at www.nla.gov.jm. Via telephone at 876-750-5263 or 876-946-5263. Email asknla@nla.gov.jm or message us on WhatsApp at 876-418-5089. The National Land Agency. One agency, one goal to serve you better.
This is Johan Blake, the second fastest man on the planet, and you're watching Jamaica Magazine.
We now step back in time, though not very far, to give you an inside look at the I Love Jamaica telethon and virtual concert held in November to raise funds for post-Hurricane Melissa recovery efforts. Take a look.
We shall rise again. We shall rise again. We shall rise again.
In the wake of one of the most challenging moments in our nation's recent history, Jamaica came together in a way only Jamaicans can, through unity, music, and love. Initiated by the Jamaican government, specifically through the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the I Love Jamaica telethon and virtual concert brought the island and the diaspora together. It was all in support of families rebuilding after the passing of Hurricane Melissa on October 28. In the wake of the devastation, the need was urgent, but the spirit of the people was strong. The telethon was not only about raising funds, it was about restoring hope, reminding the world of the resilience that defines Jamaica.
We wanted to bring some cheer and some words of inspiration and to lift the spirits of Jamaicans. And we also wanted to use it as a medium through which every Jamaican could contribute, even a token. Each Jamaican contribute, they would feel that they're playing a part in this great effort. And of course, Every little make a muscle.
Just the name Jamaica and what we represent globally. And that has translated into massive support right across the diaspora and those who are not even associated with Jamaica.
And it wasn't just the entertainment industry and the ministers of government that answered the call. Some of Jamaica's greatest athletes stepped forward to stamp their footprint beyond the track, inspiring the nation once again.
For people all over the world to be reaching out to us and giving, I just want to thank you for what you're doing.
I'm happy to be a part of it. As you know, I support as much as I can Jamaica and try to give back as much. And I'm just happy to be a part of this and to see everybody coming together. I think this has really united the country, so I'm happy to see this.
And as always, the heartbeat of the nation pulsed through our music. From reggae icons to gospel stars, each performance carried power, emotion, and pride.
With this tremendous art here that this country is going through, oh my God, whoever sing it, I'm going to need every single body. So we're glad to see every single artist out there try to put in some form of work, shape or form, so it's feel good.
It's just a joy to see that the Jamaican people, the people are the one that helps more than anything else, and then we can go out. So it's just a all road, it's not a Ramesh thing. It's a Jamaica thing and all of us working together to make things happen.
Even behind the scenes, the rhythm connected us. We were one Jamaica with one cause. But the heart of the telethon wasn't just the stars. It was the people tuning in from their living rooms and the social media platforms from around the world, including American actor and comedian Orlando Jones, who has been rallying support for Jamaica.
I'm very familiar with having something, my roof gone, being homeless, trying to find help. And often people want to, give and donate items, but the best thing you can donate is cash because the infrastructure often isn't there for those items to make it to the people of Jamaica who are suffering from Hurricane Melissa. So my hope is that we will all rally together and help people bring back and rebuild Jamaica.
On November 28, the government reported in a press release that more than $65 million was raised from the telethon. Every dollar a symbol of courage, generosity, and love.
I want to thank the music industry, the artists they hit the ground running. They went out there, they took supplies, and then they've all volunteered to perform today to lift the spirits of Jamaica and to raise funds.
The I Love Jamaica telethon and a virtual concert proved that even after hardship, our spirit remains unshakable and that Jamaica will rise again.
Honestly, a culture that is so large with so much excellence across the world, it's really great to see that we can tap into our diaspora, tap into our local audience, tap into supporters, tap into everybody and build back Jamaica together.
To be honest, the best of Jamaica has been on display. The truth about Jamaica, about the love of our people, about our kindness. I want to tell them thanks. I know a lot of them have put so much resources, time and energy into this, and we appreciate it.
Individuals wishing to support the National Hurricane Relief Program may continue to donate through supportjamaica.gov.jm or japromise.org or via text message. Every contribution through cash or kind will make a difference.
When you have troubles, don't cry. Oh no, no. Said just remember that God is.
The shadows of October 28, 2025 still linger, the aftermath of Category 5 Hurricane Melissa. The powerful system made landfall in Jamaica, leaving a trail of devastation across the island. While every parish felt its force, the western end bore the brunt of the storm. Many residents are still without homes, vital infrastructure has been wiped out, and communities are struggling to rebuild. As a nation, we're all picking up the pieces together. Let us continue to stand united and support recovery efforts by donating through the country's official disaster relief and recovery portal at supportjamaica.gov.jm.
In the midst of recovery, it's important to think about the future of our food supply. That's where the National Animal Identification and Traceability System, or NAITS, comes in. This system helps farmers tag and track their cattle, ensuring safer, healthier food for everyone.
For the introduction of proper traceability of animals and products of animal origin, countries have implemented systems to ensure the safety of food and also for disease surveillance purposes. So the NAITS, National Animal Identification and Traceability System, was pretty much brought into being with the passage of the marking of bovine animals regulations of 2015, which mandates all farmers, all owners of cattle to have those animals tagged and issued with a passport.
So the objective is to get starting with cattle, to get the cattle identified with a government tag that ties that animal to its owner. So as it moves from one owner to the other, the passport goes with the animal, and it has a proof of change of ownership.
Yeah, I heard about the program through on the media, and I had interest in it because I wanted to have some formal means of identifying my animals. The animals, most of them look alike, and you want to have a means of identifying them. Let's say you treat one, and you're not sure if that's the one you treated yesterday or the day before. When you have the identification number on it, you can use traceability and get back to the animal that you actually treated and know what to do.
For first-time owners, there's a census form that needs to be filled out. On this form, there's a specific establishment number that no other farmer will have. So every farmer has their specific number. This is the tag that is used. Both ears of the cattle will be tagged. One side takes the DNA sample. So this same number that is on the tag is the same number on the passport for this particular animal. The first three digits at the top is the series, and this series could occur on other tags, but the 5 digits below is specific to one animal, to that particular farmer.
Welcome to the Juicy Patty Farm at Comfort in Clarendon.
When I came here, probably half of the stock was tagged at the time. Currently we have 576 animals here. Out of that, 560 are tagged. Whenever animals are born, we report it within 7 days of birth, and we make arrangements with them to come in and tag. Especially for us, we transport animals on a weekly basis from here to the abattoir. So once it goes on the thoroughfare, you have to have the passports along with the relevant documentation for that animal.
It also helps us in terms of our disease surveillance and monitoring activities, where we exactly know where the farms are, the amount of animals on the farm, the movement of those animals, so that we can have a robust system and to be able to respond more rapidly to any emerging situation we may have.
I would encourage all farmers, all cattle farmers, to get it done, make use of the opportunity so that they can improve on their record and also for identifying their animals.
Preventing heart attacks and strokes starts with simple routine steps in our daily lives. Stay active. Aim for at least 30 minutes of exercise each day. Eat a balanced diet with more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and avoid foods high in salts, sugar, and fats. Maintain a healthy weight and avoid smoking. Manage your stress, cholesterol, and blood pressure, and get regular checkups with your doctor.
Get the Facts host Theodore Henry recently sat down with Andre Williams, the Chief Information Officer at the Jamaica Customs Agency. Here's a reminder of the duty-free period for hurricane relief items, as well as how the Jamaica Customs Agency is preparing for the seasonal surge.
There's a duty-free period happening right now until the end of December. Yes. Everybody has heard about that.
That is true.
Are there any other fees or processes that are required, even though we're operating duty-free? Anything else that persons bringing in personal items would need to know?
Well, so the period, let's be clear on the period. It was approved. It commenced on October 29th, and it goes up until the end of the year. That's December 31st.
Right.
And of course, it is a relief of the import duty and also GCT. There's still the Customs Administration fee. That's a flat fee that will be payable, and also smaller fees, environmental levies, special consumption fee, as is applicable for those smaller items. And of course, again, once those items are among the list and they are designated for relief efforts, persons will benefit from the relief of the GCT and duties.
Right, but those other flat fee and a few other fees still apply.
Christmas
is coming up. And persons might be wondering, okay, is it only relief items that can be brought in? Is Christmas cancelled? What about my barrel?
Sorry. We do know that at this time of the year there is a surge in terms of persons sending home things, persons purchasing online as well, or shopping and shipping things back home. That still maintains. In fact, all indications are showing that there is still a large healthy appetite for persons who are shipping items, and especially now because of the disaster, persons are sending even more in that case, of course. And we have made the necessary preparations. In fact, the additional resources will be deployed. There's going to be extended working hours, and at the appropriate locations, you will even see some of those locations being opening on a Saturday to ensure that we can process and approve these various consignments for receipt by the intended recipients.
Got it. Well, we'll get more information on those extended opening hours. As always.
Those will be published on our website.
Right.
Right. We always ask persons to consult our website. It's jca.gov.jm.
We've come to the end of today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. We hope you found this program informative. To catch a repeat of this episode or any other, feel free to log on to our website at jis.gov.jm or follow us on our social media pages. On behalf of the entire team here at the JIS, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Walk good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.